not the only new development at Shepherd's Bush this season, because at the Loftus Road end, Rangers have built yet another new stand, which means this ground now has a futuristic look with modern seating on all four sides. And when you bear in mind not one of these stands was here as recently as 1968, then Rangers can truly claim to have completely rebuilt their stadium in the space of just 13 years. They've also rebuilt their team to an extent since Terry Venables took over a year ago this month. The newest arrivals are number 2 John Gregory from Brighton, currently playing in midfield, and number 9 Clive Allen, who hasn't scored here at home since he returned to Rangers. Andy King has been sold, Jerry Francis is out of the side, and now Mike Flanagan has a groin injury. So there's a full league debut at number 7 for 20-years-old Gary Micklewhite. Blackburn are unchanged, still without the injured Mick Spate, but with Ian Miller at number 7, the first signing for new manager Bobby Saxton, giving them width on the right and width on the left being provided by Noel Brotherston, whose injury last March may have cost Rovers promotion to the First Division. He missed the rest of the season and they missed out on goal difference. The referee today is Brian Hill from Kettering. Rangers in hoops, Blackburn playing in red today. I'm not sure if it's the effect of 3 points for a win, but neither of these clubs has drawn a match so far in their second division programme this season. It's Glenn Roeder for Rangers. Expect a fast game on this surface. The ball tends to run on a lot. Offside decision. Blackburn with Hamilton looking for Burke, but here's Clive Allen for Rangers. Stainrod's gone down the centre. Tackle was by Keeley. This is Curry. Micklewhite's on the far post. Got it across well, and Curry came in. And the defender who came in with him got a very important touch. Corner's been given. Glenn Keeley was there on the far post, covering Tony Curry, but the new lad, Micklewhite, number 7, made that possible. Rangers have got Curry to take the corner. Gillard and support coming in here. Flags up anyway for offside. Micklewhite again involved in that move. Bobby Saxton, the new manager of Blackburn Rovers, in the centre there. Joined them from Plymouth Argyle when Howard Kendall left for Everton. And an old favourite at Loftus Road, Rodney Marsh, watching the match alongside the Rangers chairman, Jim Gregory. This is Glenn Keeley for Blackburn. Crawford. Well controlled by Stainrod. This is Curry. They're trying to stay onside of Rangers as Blackburn move out. And it's Fenwick. And Stainrod comes in here, knocks it back, and it was turned away by Hamilton for the corner. Micklewhite again. Bob Hazley's coming in here on the keeper, who takes his second fall. That was Gillard. This is Brannigan. There's Miller. And in goes Stonehouse. See how quickly the ball came off the surface there. Well judged by John Burridge. But when the ball bounces, there's a matter of judgment facing defenders particularly, because it tends to bounce rather higher and more sharply than it would on grass. Here's Hazel. Curry in space. Outside him, Gillard. Now Clive Allen. Stainrod, away by Keeley. They appeal for handball against Steinrod there, the defenders. But a corner has been given. Here's Micklewhite. Brotherston intercepts. Waddock. Still Waddock. Oh, and Gregory came in. It's there. Geno was unlucky. He got a hand to it. But John Gregory has scored his third goal for QPR since joining them for Brighton. And Gary Waddock made it possible by getting away on the left. It was a well-cut back ball, that, tempting the goalkeeper and the defenders, but Gregory slid in. Geno got a hand to that, quite definitely, but could only help it into the corner. So a good start for Rangers. Healy. Micklewhite. There's Clive Allen in space. Just trying to place it there, Clive Allen. There's Brannigan. Keely's header. Crawford. There's Burke. Brannigan. In the way was Gillard, and there goes Allen. Oh, what a superb save by Geno. Clive Allen put through, again the ball picking up pace off the surface. He went for the early volley. Must have thought he was on for his first home goal since rejoining Rangers. And Geno responded with a very good tip over. Here's Micklewhite. He came on a free transfer originally from Manchester United, where he never got into the league side. Signed by Tommy Docherty in his spell here at Loftus Road, Gary Micklewhite. Curry looking for Steinrod. For Zachary. Bob Hazel's made a run from the back. That was on by Fenwick and headed on for Steinrod. Another good, quick move by Queen's Park Rangers. Fenwick, who put the ball through in the first place. Gregory, who knocked it on. And Steinrod, confident enough to take it first time. Well, a week ago today, the players left the field at Main Road, mud-splattered after playing in torrential rain. Today, they leave without a mark on their shirts or shorts, which is largely due to the surface they're playing on. Rangers, meantime, lead with a goal by John Gregory, scored after 12 minutes, giving them the edge at half-time, and they deserve it.
Come on, Tony! Well,
scoring goals was Blackburn Rovers' main problem last season. Although they only missed out on promotion on goal difference, their record was 42 goals for in 42 games. And that speaks for itself. Their main strength last year was that they only let in 29 at the other end. They've certainly got to score here today to get anything out of this match. That was Waddock. On goes Steinrod. I think my main impression about the synthetic pitch so far is how quickly the ball comes off it once it bounces. Tends to make for a faster game. And it puts a great emphasis on instant control by the player receiving the ball. His first touch has got to be good. On by Stonehouse for Crawford, and that was perhaps the nearest that could have been to a clear opening. Waddock got the worst of that. Here's Gillard for Rangers. Well, this swift, accurate passing of Queen's Park Rangers has been the main feature of the match. Curry switching play to Gregory. He tried to find Stainrod, and it came in the end to Allen, and Stainrod goes in again. Geno saves, and may have kept his side in the match there, because the defenders were dreaming a little in allowing Stainrod to reach a ball that was never really his, and he got a touch on it, and Geno, coming out, blocked it well. Hazel. Well played by Bob Hazel. Interesting that Bob Hazel should have adapted so well to this surface in Rangers' home games this season. You may have felt that the bigger the build, the harder it is for a player to play on this, but not true in his case. That's Roeder with Stonehouse. Here's Burke. And now it's Rathbone for Blackburn. Micklewhite. Allen chasing. Stainrod just inside him. Good defending again by Glenn Keeley. Really has played well at the back. Virtually 2 against 1 there. Here's Gillard. Rangers threatening to get a second here. Curry. Blackburn having to pull nearly everybody back to withstand this period of Rangers attacking, which is starting from players like Roeder here at the back. They're moving the ball forward very swiftly indeed. This is Gillard. And now it's Waddock. And now it's Curry. And he might get Allen in here. He has. Can Allen score this time? Round the keeper. Oh, unlucky. Well, the angle was tight. Another snappy move by Queen's Park Rangers. Tony Curry putting Clive Allen through. Geno came out. Allen went round him, giving himself a tight angle. He cut the ball back very well indeed, and it just missed the far post. And Tony Curry again. Oh, well played, and tries a shot. Geno responds to Curry in this mood, as Geno, I'm sure, will be the first to acknowledge, is a marvellous player to watch. He had options to pass the ball there, as he has been doing most of the afternoon, but he got his shot in first time, and it was a good save. Here's Micklewhite with the shot. We're halfway through the second half, and Stainrod couldn't control that. And again, Rangers hurrying to corner Keeley. Gillard now. Stainrod. Stainrod shot, and Allen couldn't make it. It just won't go for Clive Allen. He's going through the sort of spell that Kenny Dalglish went through for such a long time in league matches. Stainrod there, inside the area, had the first shot. Geno could only parry it, and Clive Allen just seemed to get the wrong side of the ball when, on another day, he could so easily have finished it off. Unlike Dalglish, Allen has managed to break his duck in league games. There was a chance there, and a good header by Hamilton hits the post. And Blackburn were unlucky. Miller made it possible on the right. It was a good cross. Rangers not concentrating, and David Hamilton with a header which seemed to beat Burridge and hit the post. Oh, and Waddock again, the man who made the telling interception. Tony Curry to Gillard. And Curry again from Stainrod, and now Allen. Oh, what a lovely drag back by Clive Allen. He still can't get the finish right, but you've got to admire the way he made the space. Curry and Stainrod involved in the move, and when it came to Allen, he just dragged it back with that little movement there away from the defender, and again, just couldn't get the shot on target. But the goals will come. They've got to for a player who tries so often and finds so many good positions. And with the offside given, Blackburn make a substitution. It's been an afternoon when we haven't seen the best of Noel Brotherston, the Ireland international. He goes off, and he's replaced by another forward player, John Lowie, formerly of Sheffield Wednesday. Gillard. Well, Waddock very, very strong on Hamilton. Generally, there may be less harsh physical contact on this surface than there would be on a softer one. But certainly, Gary Waddock doesn't hold back, I must say that. He, if anything, is a little over-impetuous at times. For Rangers. Oh, what a good piece of skill. And he's still going, number 6, Roda. To Queen's Park Rangers. Glenn Roda, the man who made it, rightly gets the congratulations for his part in the goal. But Clive Allen has scored on this home surface for the first time, and he is delighted. And when you think of the number that might have gone in for him today, it'll be a great relief. But Glenn Roda's run from the back was a story in itself. Miller was fouled by Curry. A tremendous goal. But more of that when we've seen if Blackburn can reply. There's Keeley at the back and Roda now in defence. And the Rangers crowd loving this. The team are playing with so much confidence and poise and optimism. And what about that run by Glenn Roda? He picked the ball up in his own half, played an early 1-2, set off, and just kept going. And he had the skill to do it and to hold on. And when the cross came in, it was measured for Clive Allen. It evaded Geno, and they'll talk about the way Glenn Roda went down the left at Loftus Road, probably for the rest of this season. Allen. Oh, was it Stainrod? Oh, just glanced the post at it. Actually, when Clive Allen first went through there was a suspicion of handball against Jim Brannigan, the number 2. But before we could determine whether he did handle it or not, or the referee could, Stainrod went on and nearly made it 3. There's Gregory. And now Micklewhite, he's got Allen in the centre. Gregory's also backing up. There's Allen! Number 3 for Rangers, number 2 for Allen, and made by the lad playing his first full league game, Gary Micklewhite. And the linesman has spotted something over on that side, which perhaps the referee didn't see, and in fact, it appears it's been disallowed. Maybe for offside, was it? Looks as though the linesman had been flagging there, possibly for offside. It looks certainly as though Allen was all on his own when the ball went in, so the goal does not stand, even though Rangers had got back to the centre and the crowd was celebrating. It's still 2-0. So time being added on here for stoppages. And a good win for Queen's Park Rangers in every sense. Some football to admire there from the home side. Glenn Roeder's run down the left, which brought goal number 2, will be remembered for a very long time. A marvellous piece of play, and Clive Allen, who scored 1 in the end and had 1 disallowed, also made his mark in a convincing performance, which ends with a score: Queen's Park Rangers 2, Blackburn Rovers 0, and means that with those 3 points, Rangers are now level on points with Blackburn.
Well, win or not, I felt a little sorry for Queen's Park Rangers, because today I realised that for 21 games this season, almost the sole topic of conversation with each second division visitor has and will be the rights or wrongs of their new artificial surface. The Blackburn vice-chairman felt that it would create a different game, not necessarily the kind of football that he knew and relished. Rangers' argument is simple: it might make a business viable that's in danger of extinction. My objective views are as follows. First, visiting teams are at a slight disadvantage and will be for a season or 2, but that might be a growing pain if the surface is adopted by other clubs. The danger is that, in the meantime, losing players have a ready-made excuse. The OmniTurf beat them, not Queen's Park Rangers. Visiting managers will do well to guard against accepting that one. My overall worry about such surfaces is that they can be too predictable, as a result of which less mistakes occur. Some complain that the ball runs too fast. Well, it does on any wet-on-top surface, and it becomes a matter of the player's touch when passing. Either he has the ability to pace it perfectly, or he hasn't. Tony Curry has most precise touch, but even he, as you can see here, can overcook it at times. And it's said that players can't keep their feet, and that for me is a good sign. How else is a dummy or a feint going to be successful if no one is thrown off balance? It's good that skill is effective, and it's meant to be. Well, it's strange how the quicker pace caught out Rangers from their contrived corner, but improvisation created a goal in another way. This, I think, is the way in which the corner was meant to work. A short one here to Gary Micklewhite, who came over, picked him up on the left-hand side of the box, and a quick chip attempting to go over the goalkeeper's head. Well, that was a carbon copy of the one that we saw in the first half. This time, Micklewhite pops over, finds the space there, but the pace beats him. The defender gets the ball, but it gives a chance for improvisation and for Gary Waddock, a fine player in the Alan Ball Stevie Perriman mould, to take up the action and to give the Rangers the lead from really a set of mistakes. Well, mistakes apart, I saw enough from both sides today, particularly from Rangers, to be convinced that the surface rewards skill and encourages it, and will not make the game less enjoyable for the spectators.